matchup, as it'll be the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs, taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Over the last 3 years, it hasn't translated for them, unfortunately, in the postseason. It was a long offseason that they had to endure. The good news for them, Josh Allen is healthy. Now, they've got to take something off of his plate. There's not many quarterbacks that are depended on as much as he is. They beefed up the offensive line, hoping he can get through the season without as many hits as he took a year ago. But this is going to be a great test. We talk about all of the discussion about the New York Jets. They've got a little bit of a chip on their shoulder, and they're going to come out ready to go. Maybe there's better than the matchup of these two teams and these two quarterbacks. Aaron Rodgers, Josh Allen.
Play action. It's Lawrence. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Greedy Williams picks it off. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The secondary, Charles, much maligned during the week. They didn't have their best game in the loss last week, but a nice play there.
Yeah, and I just know what they went through last week. I mean, ever since that time, their pride was hurt. They kept getting reminded of it in the local media, had to watch it on tape, and, you know, the coaches just got after them. They came in ready to play.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now Mahomes. And he comes back with one complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Pacheco, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Once more, it's Pacheco. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Sitting in our on camera, this place absolutely perfect.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, not exactly the way they drew up the start of this one, but a chance to redeem themselves and hit the reset button here on their second possession.
And I do like that word that you just used, reset, right? In a lot of ways, it's just shaking off what happened before, starting fresh, almost like it's your first drive all over again. Go out and put your best foot forward.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Timeout to send it to our PA announcer, Alex Anthony. 22 years ago today, on September 11, 2001, our world was changed forever. Hey! Tragedy and honor our nation for nearly gun. At this time, we ask you to pause.
Now Lawrence to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Inside the 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to...
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make the score 14-0. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Lawrence. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Let's go. 13, Lou. Take right open.
Lawrence. Oh, that's the third interception for Lawrence. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Mahomes now on first down. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
To ESPN NFL Kickoff, presented by YouTube TV. The Jets won the toss. They defer. Bills will get the ball to start the night as we wrap up Week 1 around the National Football League. Zerline will kick it away. Damian Harris is waiting deep with Khalil Shakir for the Bills. Maybe next time. Dynamic, as dynamic a player as there is in the NFL, and at that position, so much good through his first 5 seasons. 176 total touchdowns, most in NFL history through a player's first 5 seasons. But over those 5 seasons, a lot of turnovers, tied for the most in the NFL during that stretch with Jared Goff of the 1-0 Detroit Lions. Here we go for the 25. Start with a throw and a completion. And it's Stephon Diggs who gets 7. A pretty good start there for Buffalo. There's a lot of speculation as to what this offense might look like here this year when they drafted Dalton Kincaid with their first-round pick. He started the game, so already a little bit of a change-up for Buffalo, going with 2 tight ends tonight. Here's Deontay Hardy, who started to play in the backfield, the former Saint, who used to go by Deontay Harris. Picks picks up 5 yards and Bill's first down.
Josh Allen just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. They'll set up to throw. Thrown offside, complete to Tony. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to about the 19. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Butker's kick here is good. And that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Chris Jones that time coming in with a tackle behind the line.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And this one into the hands of Ingram downfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
But give them credit for a good read right there, because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. He was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Now Lawrence changing the play. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
13 loose. Here we go.
Etienne up the middle. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And now they'll shift things around. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They're a tough unit to throw against. Currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 7.
Go.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. This ball caught by Strange. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A give running right, Etienne. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
That means that if he plays into game 1, Zach Wilson, the former number 2 overall pick, BYU, who's made 22 starts in the NFL, has thrown 15 touchdowns.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
Not what Robert Saleh was anticipating this early in the year and in game 1.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
The kick by McManus is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3.
So that stems the tide just a little, but this still a 2-touchdown game.
And I think that maybe that's a bit of a calming drive for this offense, and that's exactly what they needed. They were able to move the ball. They did some good things. It's still the 2nd quarter. Plenty of time to go.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description, because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Pacheco. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
11, Aggie.
They go play action now. Lawrence. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On play action, Lawrence. His throw is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here we go.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Now he's taken down. The Chiefs sack. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. So on 4th down, here's Logan Cook to punt for Jacksonville.
So each team has punted once at the end of their first possession.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Mahomes going to throw. Flush to his right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Josh Allen. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this 1st half.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Oh, that's a bad pass. I'm just playing so bad.
It's a touchdown. Well, this secondary just continues to be a force. Multiple interceptions in this game, and now the pick 6.
And the thing about it is once you get an interception as a unit, you think to yourself, okay, we got that. How do we increase it the next time? Get the interception, do a little more damage, and there's your outcome right there. Take it to the house and break down what they're trying to do offensively.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
And a nigga jumping in, on and off the stream, watching the stream. Let me find out. Let me find out.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
James Cook gets 8. Second time that James and Dalvin have squared off. Dalvin got the upper hand.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. They go play fake. Mahomes. And his throw is going to be incomplete. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Here's Mahomes to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 45-yard line. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's 2nd and 3. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Brought to the ground by the linebacker, Foye Oluokun. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with the throw to the safety valve, and it's 4th down. 4th down, so Kansas City sends out Tommy Townsend. Back deep for Jacksonville, the dangerous Jamal Agnew. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now ETN to start the drive. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. L'Jarius Sneed up to make the play defensively.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
30 left.
On the counter, ETN. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Here's 3rd and 7.
Hey, I'm gun. Great job.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 36. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Huh? What? So I got a punt. Oh my Lord. I don't know what the hell going on with this.
Ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. I think the defense surprised them there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Throw out wide is incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Back to ESPN NFL kickoff presented by YouTube TV. Well, we've had plenty of content in the first quarter here tonight. The loss of Aaron Rodgers, first points for the Bills. Rodgers' return is questionable. The pop-up kick with Xavier Gibson, the rookie.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports.
Last year was early starting against the Bills in 2022 in Week 9, 2017 here.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
On first down, they go back to Pacheco. And he is going to
Bro, grab a nigga.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 59 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
3rd and 3. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars will take over here just shy of the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They go play action with Lawrence. And he is caught. That's his face here. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on 3rd down.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. On 2nd down, here's Lawrence. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Lawrence will throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That is bombs away right there. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now at 17-13. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 36 yards on the play.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. No hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
The throw right side taken in by the tight end Gray. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 13 yards down to the 13. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Pacheco gets it up the gut. 66 yards rushing for him now to this point.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
4 yards to go on second down from the 7. Here's Pacheco once again. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to stretch out their lead.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Butker now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Hey, kill.
Play action. It's Lawrence. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Taken right around the 44. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Call it a gain of 2 as time has run out on this third quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and 8. Again, it's Pacheco. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 41. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The offense on third down, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
Part Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They work now on 2nd and 9. On play action, it's Mahomes. This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Well, a clear running situation. Trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
Here's Pacheco. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. He'll try again. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Chiefs have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
That boy got that piece in that cup.
They'll send this one away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Handoff running left is Etienne. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
3rd and 8.
Gun.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. He'll get this off to Etienne. And boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle's going to leave him about a yard or so short.
Hey, Jupiter. Hey, kill. Go, let's go.
Here we go, gotta have it. Lawrence. It's complete, swings it out to his running back. And he is going to have the Jaguars first down as they wind up getting 4 there on 4th and 1. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Lawrence.
Now you gotta get that, Cole.
Incomplete. That
gotta get that, though.
Their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability
Gotta
to
get that, though.
from the other.
trouble for the Jets.
Hey, Ron!
2nd and 10.
Take right open. There we go.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence.
Gotta get
This is
there.
intercepted for the 4th time today.
Gotta get
Brady
there.
Williams picks it off. And the Chiefs are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Gotta get there.
Another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between
Gotta
last
get
week
there.
and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double checking.
Yes,
The thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
88 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Give him 13 yards there at a Kansas City 1st down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Oh.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Here's 2nd and 10. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. That's into the hands of Fortson. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
So this one in the win column for Kansas.
From the 20.